this class, before we wrap up, we're going to just quickly buy a domain name. And like I told you, we're going to be using Namecheap. Now, Namecheap website is just Namecheap, like name that is cheap.com. But if you don't want to reserve that in your head, you can just type Namecheap and just Google it. But it's actually namecheap.com. So it's very easy to find. It's advertised here. It's very easy to know. And so I'm just going to click on it so you can do the same later. And then when you come here, you don't have to sign in or sign up first. This honey thing that came up, I'm going to show you why I like it. Now, you might not see it on your own website though, so don't worry, but I can share an affiliate link with you so that you can see it. So this is sign in. That's if you don't have it or you don't know about it. And this is sign up, but you don't have to do that yet. You just come here. Instead that you come here, you go to domains. Most times people ask, I want to buy this domain. You want to check if the domain is available before you buy it. So I'm going to click on the domain now. The website I'm going to be creating, her domain is legallyinformed.com. And I'll just click on enter, or you can click on search. So your domain might be judithoyeka.com. Whatever domain you want to buy for whatever website you want to be, this fine. But please you don't have to buy it now, but just buy it before the class tomorrow. I need you to think about it. So in case it's something, to be sure what you want to do. By that, you said my screen is not showing. Is that true? My screen is showing. Does everybody, can others see my screen? Can others see my screen? Just tell me. So Faida, that's from you. My screen is actually showing. So I hope you might want to check from your end. Okay. So now I have searched for it. I've clicked on search and it has come here. And it's telling me that it is available, but it is premium. It's going for $22,488. If I hear, that means somebody has bought it and is holding it and packed it. I'm not doing that one. So usually they will suggest other results for you that this is the price. You can have legallyinformed.net, .informed and all. So you might see this with your site. And what I can now do is I will go here and modify it. You know, I talked about modifying. Put the legally informed and I will see if it's, so this is fine. It's just the perfect price. Note, I'm buying it for the first year at $8.98, but next year I'll be renewing it at this price. I'm buying it at this price because of this discount. So the legallyinformed.com, that's the website we're buying, okay? I'm going to add it to my cart. So you just add it to your cart. You can decide to scroll through and say, okay, I now want the legallyinformed.net or .org. Do you see their prices there? .ai or whatever. And like I told you, there are other ones, .tech, .shop, .clinical. There are just so many. So you choose what you want. And once I've added it, Namecheap begins to pop up options for you. Do you want to change to the premium? Do you want VPN? I don't want VPN. Most of you know about VPN. If you don't know, go and Google it. Business email, you don't need this now. We're going to be talking about emails tomorrow. Premium DNS. A premium DNS on Namecheap basically gives you speed and security. So you most likely will not have a domain downtime. But if you have a domain downtime, it can be fixed quickly with a premium DNS. Blessing, you can't buy domain for a month. You have to buy for a year. You can buy hosting for a month, but you can't buy domain for a month. You have to buy for a year. The minimum you can buy a domain is for a year. Then you have SSL, which is security, site security. However, your first assignment today is to go and read up what SSL is and why it's important. Please note that. However, with Namecheap, in your first year, your SSL is free. It comes with your hosting usually. So you don't have to buy that. So don't add it to cart. You have WordPress hosting and you have web hosting and social media manager. So they'll give you all these options. Just ignore. What I'm going to do now, if you want to only buy this hosting, like that, sorry, this domain, if that's all you want to buy, just go to checkout and check out. But that's not all I want to buy, right? So I'm going to go back to my home page, which is, I'll just go back to, if you're using a, what do they call it now? If you're using a, oh my God, this is gone off. Okay. If you're using a Windows laptop, you will see the Namecheap home button here. So it should take you back to it. But because this is, I don't know, because this, I'm using a MacBook, I'm seeing the interface different. I use Windows to develop my website, so I didn't see that. So, okay, so this is coming back. This is what I'm saying. You see the header here. So if you click, it will take you back to home. Now, when it comes to hosting, this is hosting. There are different types of hosting. There's shared hosting, there's WordPress hosting. WordPress hosting is more like WordPress.com, right? Buying your hosting there, which is fine. And then you have reseller hosting. What reseller hosting does is people buy a bulk hosting and then they now start reselling it to people. Like all these Google hosts, what they do most times reseller hosting, or you can open your own small company that sells hosting to people. From buying from reseller hosting, you buy in bulk is cheaper, but of course, most the people you sell to will not have access to some customization features. And then you have the VPS hosting, dedicated server. What you might want to do is just sit down after this class and open these things one after the other and just read them to see a brief about them. But what we're going to be working with is the shared hosting. That's the first one I clicked on. So you might just want to sit down and click on those, each of them, to read about them. So when it comes to shared hosting, you have data centers in the US, UK, and European Union. I usually choose US because it's more flexible. It doesn't have too many terms and all. Blessing, you asked buying domain. I told you can't buy domain for a month, but for hosting, you can pay for a month. Do you see? Or you can pay for a year or even more than 5. You can even pay for 5 years. All right. Or more. So that's what the cycle is. But we're going to pay for a year for this. We have the Stellar hosting, the Stellar Plus, and the Stellar Business. We talked about this bandwidth. This one has 20 gig SSD. This has unlimited. This has 50 gig. Do you understand? So you want to see, this one is usually the most popular, the Stellar Plus. But when you have very large stuff, most times people get the Stellar Plus. Then when it starts growing so much, they can now go to the Stellar Business, very, very large e-commerce stores that you're expecting thousands of visitors, but this works as well. It renews at, note this down, this one you're seeing here is discount. So you might be able to pay this for the first year, but renewing, this is how much you pay. Now, what we're going to be using is this Stellar. Stellar is, I think it's okay. You can use it for one domain name. You can build 3 websites on it. What it means is I can use, I'll get the domain name, but the 3 websites, I can have subdomains like thelegallyinformed.com can be there. I can also have the legal academy.thelegallyinformed.com. I can also have school, something like that. Like you can have 3 websites on this plan as well. But because the size is small, 20 gig SSD, if you have too many, it can easily crash your site when you have too many people. But with this one, you can have unlimited websites on this hosting. You can have unlimited websites. If you click on this domain name, tells you the domains that you can have hosting from. So Namecheap is saying that they'll give you, if you buy any of these plans for the first year, you won't pay for the domain name for that first year. It has unlimited SSD and then unlimited mailbox. So the mailbox is here. When they say domain base, is webmail. I'm going to be explaining a bit more about that later. Webmail is free. You can access that, but it's easily spammed. You can easily get spammed. So if you scroll down, you see other features of the shared hosting. And to read more information about it here, so it tells you the features that you can have access to. And you see more of the features down here, there, right? But for this website, like I said, we're not expecting a very large crowd and all. So we're actually going to be going with the Stellar, which is very okay for the personal plan. I think it's good enough for a start. Then when you start getting more traction, you can actually upgrade it from there. But note, you might pay about $26 first month, but you're going to be renewing $50 annually. So when you're building website for people, I think it's important you tell them that this is how much, so that they don't come next year and they're confused. Why am I paying this much? They understand that this is what it is. And for example, like Namecheap, where you're paying in dollars, of course, it's not the same if you're paying with if you're paying in naira. The dollar is fluctuating. So if it's 700 today, the price is different. Please kindly take note of that. So I'm just going to click on get started here. This is the one I'm picking. So I'm going to click on get started. When you click on get started, actually, are you getting a new domain name? If you're getting a new domain name, you can. I'm going to click on a new domain name to put it. It's the same domain name, but we've not bought that. But it's already in cart here. But if you already have the domain name, you just want to click, you want to get the hosting, you can just click on existing domain name. But I'm assuming that everyone here is a newbie. So I'm just going to pick on new domain name already in cart. And then this is the domain name, the legally informed. This ICANN fee is a compulsory fee that everybody must pay. You can highlight this to read what it is. It's for domain listing. It's just 18 cents, but you have to pay it. So you see, we're buying the shared Stellar and this domain. Our total price is $35. We click on add to cart. We've added the domain before and the hosting. So now this is what we have. We're buying the domain privacy, and then we're not buying the premium DNS. I don't think it's necessary for this domain right now. Of course, the tutorial, but if you want to, it's just like $5. And then we have the hosting. So here you can say you want to buy hosting for 2 years or 1 year. And here you can say you want to buy the domain. I was explaining that once you go to the cart, Blessing had asked the question, so you can choose how many years you want. See, I told you can get the domain for up to 10 years. You have the hosting, so you can choose the hosting 1 month, 1 year, up to 2 years. We chose the yearly plan. So if you wanted the monthly, you choose from the monthly, and you can tick on these buttons to renew when it's time. But usually I don't like to click on it, especially when it's for a client. What if they don't want to auto renew? So if you don't want to auto renew, you don't want to renew. When it's time to renew, if you want to renew, you renew. Now this is where this extension comes in. It's called the honey extension. So what it does is when you're on a site, it basically identifies if there are discounts for you on that site. So right now I'm supposed to pay $35 even with this discount and this discount, but it's possible there are further discounts. So I have this plugin that I just what they call it, it pops up. I have it on my browsers, all my browsers. So usually what I do is I apply discounts, I find it. So if you're interested in this, tell me in the group chat and I will just send you a link to download yours and install on your browser, sign up, set up your account. It's not only Namecheap, Amazon, different sites, it's kind of affiliated kind of number of sites. So if there's any coupon code on the site or any discount, I will see it. Any at all, I will see it. So see, it's telling me I'm saving $6.98. So it's got me a further discount, and I'll just click on continue to check out. So do you see, instead of me paying about $35 or $36, I'm going to be paying just $28. That's what the plugin does. So you tell me in the chat, don't worry, after this, I don't want to be distracted. So just tell me in the chat, like in our WhatsApp chat. So I'll put it, or I'll just put the link so everybody can sign up. So it just gives you that, it finds discounts for you. And trust me, I've saved so much from this. So once you're done, you click on confirm other. You click on confirm other. So when you confirm other, it gives you an option. It's either you log in or you sign up. So because you're new to this, if you want to use Namecheap, you put your username, you put your password, confirm your password, name and email address, and you create an account. It is very simple. And they will send you verification this into your mail and you just accept, and that is all. but I have accounts. I think I literally have like 3 accounts. So forgive me if I'm not going to actually create an account in this class, but I believe you set up your Facebook email by yourself. So your Facebook account by yourself and so many accounts. So this shouldn't be difficult. So I'm going to put my username and I will just sign in to continue. Now, because I've not signed in into this browser for a while, it's going to ask me, I have two-factor authentication on this, on my name chip, so you can't just log in. So I'm just going to quickly put in my two-factor authentication. Sorry, 91F1C0. And I'll just submit. So once I log in, I have some domains on this particular account. So it just makes it easy for me. Now that I'm logging in does not tamper with my discounts. It is honey, it is honey. So it's just always there to find me and tell me there's a discount here and I get it. So you can review your this thing. Now, if you're, how can you get the discount? There's a plugin, there's an extension for that called Honey. I'll send you the link in the group. If you're interested, you can sign up and have it installed on your browser. Now, my own account is set up because I already have payment. But if you set up your account newly, I believe you have paid online before. Abi, true or false? You have paid online before, you've done stuff before. The key things I needed to show you was how to choose your domain and how to what do they call it, pay for it, how to choose your domain and add it to your hosting. That's what I needed to show you. This ones I'm going to now, I already have my payment set up. Like I told you, if you have a Naira card, it will not work here, or you have to use a dollar card or use PayPal. I want to use PayPal. I'm going to just change my payment details here. And instead of card payment, although I have a dollar card, but I want to use PayPal for this. But instead of card payment, I'll just use PayPal. I'm reminding you again, if you have a Naira card, it will not go. So use your dollar card or PayPal. And then make sure you choose your, now when you sign up, it will ask you to put all of this. So you can put your own address if you want. I used to put my parents' address, my home address, and then I will just click on continue. That's to share that I've chosen the the payment gateway I want to use. Go through, make sure that I click on, I check the box that I've read all the terms, and then I check out. Now you can read all the terms for yourself if you want to, okay? You can actually read all the terms for yourself. And then I'm going to log in with PayPal and I will purchase my domain, but you don't have to see that. So just give me a sec. Let me quickly purchase it so you see how it looks like. If you have any questions at all, please, now is the time to ask. We're wrapping up with the class. So do you have any questions, comment, or clarifications for today on this domain and hosting thing so that we can deal with it while I'm trying to purchase my stuff. Okay. Hosting. Do you have any questions, comments? If it's clear, please, if you don't have, I need us to cooperate on this. If you don't have, tell me it's clear. Tell me clear. If you don't have something, just tell me it's clear if it's clear. If it's not clear, please do tell me. I'm actually taking a little time off using another laptop to quickly purchase it because I want to use my PayPal and I don't want to use this laptop for it. If you don't have a dollar account, how do you get a PayPal account? You can't get a PayPal account that can pay in Nigeria. I'm sorry. The Techy train is registered in the United States, so I have access to those things, but I don't know, people do the PayPal thing from Nigeria, so if you can do that, you can, but the account I have is a corporate account because it's Techy train, so but you should have a dollar account in Nigeria. That thing is non-negotiable. Please have a dollar account in Nigeria. It would do you so much good. Have a dollar account in Nigeria. and buy your and get a card. The card is maybe 1,000 or 1,500. I think I must have missed the part of the info where you said we would need laptops for the process, because I don't have one at the moment. Okay, Ujuma, you can't build a website with WordPress, a good website with your phone. It's just, I don't know. Have you ever seen someone build a website with a phone? I don't know. Maybe you have. I'm not aware of that. I know there's some other content management systems you might be able to use your phone to start up with, but you won't even be able to do some finishing with your phone, but not this one. Maybe the blog site you can, but not this one. Please, can I set up a domain email using Namecheap? Yes, you can. Emily, you can. You can. I'm going to be teaching you how to set up a domain email once we're done with the website tomorrow. I'm going to be teaching you how to set up a domain email. So yes, you can. And I'm going to be teaching you webmail, but like I've told you guys before, but you can actually have webmail is free, but there's Google Workspace and other things you can have. I'm going to be explaining them tomorrow, so you know your options, and then you make a choice. Okay, somebody else asked the question. That Mado, the time chosen for domain registration determine the time the website will exist for. Yeah, if it's 1 year, the website will be off for 1 year. After the 1 year, you renew again. Once it's expiring, they'll send you a mail that your distance is expiring. Renew. They'll keep disturbing you to renew. If you don't renew, it will disappear, and maybe someone else take it. And when you want to buy it, it will be showing you, like we saw in that one, be showing you $2,000 or something like that, or more. So that's if not on auto renew at the time for it. It might not still be available. It might, but it might not by that. Kenneth, yes, man, I need a clarification about the different websites you're showing us. Is there any other you explained that was logged out? What clarification exactly do you need? I was just showing the difference between a one-pager and a multiple-pager website. You might want to get the replay anyway. No, but I'm not showing your screen. I'm quickly trying to pay for the domain and hosting that we just purchased, and I'm using my what they call it. I'm using another website to do that. Another laptop, because I'm trying to use PayPal and I don't like to pay on this using this laptop. So Kelechi, you're saying you're away. Hey, wait to where? If you have more than one business, you get to register different. Yes, you register different domains for the business, except the businesses have the same names. And so you now put it as one business and then show your different, what do you call it, your different services that you offer. But if they're not related, yes, different businesses, different domain, different businesses with the domains that different domains talking about. However, you can decide to now have, I'm showing this because of who asked that question, Juliana. You can now decide to have something like a higher shared hosting, maybe this popular one, so that you can have one hosting, but you can now have the different domains on that, you sharing that same hosting. Do you understand? So you can actually have that. So I have purchased the domain and hosting for the Legally Informed. And so once you go to your account dashboard, so once you're logged in, you go to your account dashboard. Here's account. This is where I went to, and go to dashboard. This is it. This is the Legally Informed. I have other domains, but this is the Legally Informed. So I've purchased it, so if you want to see your domains, you go to domain list, you see your domains. If you want to go to your hosting, you go to hosting, because you might have a domain, but you don't have the hosting here, which is absolutely fine. So you have the domains, and then you have the hosting. Like I told you, they're going to give SSL. If I click down on this icon, it will tell me what I bought. I have the domain, I have shared hosting, and I have SSL. After you buy it, it takes about 25 minutes, sometimes few hours for the SSL to propagate. Also, it takes a few hours to a day, usually a few hours for the domain to actually propagate as well. When I say propagate, like go around, spread, Because right now, if you open it, you might still not be able to access it or see anything. It might even tell you it's not available, although someone can buy it, but you can't see it. So it might take a little while. So usually, when I do this, I allow it for 24 hours. I just go and sleep, especially when I'm not in a hurry. And so once you pay me or contract me for a website, the first thing I do after I've discussed with you your goals and all, and we are sure what we are doing, I get the domain. You remember it's step 3. That's why I say step 3. I get the domain and the hosting. Then I go and start fine touching everything, telling you, okay, send me this, get this for me, so that before all those things have come, the website is now ready to be built. That's why I insisted that we finish buying the domain and hosting today, so that before tomorrow it would have propagated. If we don't do it and we do that tomorrow, we might not be able to build the website at that time. So this is very, very important. So that's basically how to purchase your domain and hosting, but it's really no fast rule. The only key things I want you to pick in here is how to identify your domain, how to tweak it if what you want is not available, and then how to identify your hosting. If you like, you can use the other platform I told you about. If you're in Nigeria and you don't have dollar card, it's called Woogo Host. This is it. Woogo, okay, it's woogohost.ng. That's for those in Nigeria. And this is I've put this thing in the chat box, the link. So this is it. And if you see, the prices are in Naira. This hosting per month 1,800. So you can actually decide to go with this. Your Naira card will go. But I don't think this website works with Honey, so you might not see any discount. It's whatever they give you, but you might also see if you get it cheaper. So this is if you don't have a dollar card, you can just come in here. I've put the link in the chat box, so you can just buy from here as well. It's not bad, it's good. And over time, when you begin to grow and practice more, you can now decide to expand or move to another platform. But this is not a bad start. Okay, so if you can't use Namecheap, it's fine. I just use Namecheap. I like it. But you can use Google Host. You can even use other platforms, SiteGround, and all. They are also nice. GoDaddy, Bluehost. It's the same thing. If you can sign up on accounts, you can definitely sign up to log in and purchase these things. So that's the end of the class today.